Hello and welcome back to another edition of Check It Out. Okay, friends, check it out. We got another, there's the first one, there's the second one. We got another one of these Sky Phantom FPV drones. These things are absolutely awesome. Check in the description and I'll put the information down there on the link on where we purchased these guys. But they are a blast. If this is the first video you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, look at the playlist, and you'll see that we've made a couple of these videos, and we're probably gonna make at least one or two more, because this is an absolute awesome little drone. However, there's some quirks to it. There's some things that are, well, let's just call it a learning curve. So today what we're gonna do is, this guy's absolutely brand new, still in the box. We're gonna do unboxing of it, and then also we are going to get our other drone, which is over here, battery charging, and we're gonna get that guy in the air, and we're gonna go over all the different buttons that are on the remote control. We'll explain to you why we do not really use the phone or the iPad. However, we have hooked it up, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the camera, and we did that in our last video too. And we'll explain exactly what comes in these boxes. So very, very cool. All right, let's get right to it. Let's unbox this guy here so we'll know exactly what's in these kits. Nope. All right. We cut through the tape there. We'll open this guy up. And there we have it, the drone. Now you can see, there's the size of my hand. This drone, it's a small drone. These are not big, but in some ways it's really nice that they're that small. And there's a little camera up here. And you can see we've got some two black and two red propellers, which is kind of nice, by the way. They make them multicolored so that you can kind of tell what's the front and back of the drone. And I'm not going to go through the whole user manual, but we'll kind of walk through here and take a look. Make sure you read that safety guide. Make sure you read through this carefully before you try to get this in the air, by the way. There are some complaints. If you look online, go down to the description, look at the link that I have there, and you'll see that it doesn't get the best ratings. Honestly, I think it should get way better ratings than that. But if you look at the main complaint in there, there's two different things. Number one is some of the people don't like the software that you have to download to your phone to use the camera. The truth is, guys, this drone is, in my opinion, it's really one. It's not a great camera, doing that kind of stuff. This is more like, it's like a remote control car, right? You're just having fun driving that thing around. This guy here is just kind of like that. We're gonna get it in the air. It does flips, which is absolutely amazing to me, but it does flips. We fly it around the house. I've got my 8-year-old next to me right now, and he's sort of the pro at this thing right here. But my point is that this guy's really not gonna be one you fly over your house to take amazing pictures of your landscape. That's not it. This is one that if you're a kid, older kid, young teenager, something like that, and you wanna fly it around the air. By the way, I'm a grown man. It's a blast to fly around. But, and the second complaint that's online is that this thing, if it loses signal to the remote, apparently it will just keep flying away and away and away. So if you take this outside, especially like on a windy day, and you go up too high, it may just keep on flying and you'll never see it again. So, and obviously that's a safety hazard as well. So be really smart about that. Make sure you read this manual and understand that you need to keep this thing relatively low. I forget what the ceiling is. It's either 30 or 40 feet or something like that they want you to stay below. So make sure you read this and understand that. So let's take a look. Here's our batteries that are in here, and they give us a couple extra propellers. That's really cool. I don't know if the extra propellers are so much for show or if they break. Our first drone that we've had here and probably flown it about 30 or 40 times, we haven't had any problems with anything breaking on it. So these little propellers here are the extra ones. And then you get two batteries like this guy right here. So there's 1, 2. And then there's our charging cord. So you plug this guy into the computer, and then the batteries just sort of pop right on like, boop, just like that. And then this will have a red light. Oh, you can see right there. So if the red light's on, it means that it needs to be charged. So it's telling us that there. And then this is the remote control to our new one. Let's see. Is that stuck in there? Oh, they've got it bound to the back. Well, anyway, we will go over exactly how to use the remote control. In our last video, we showed you what 2 of the buttons do up here. We'll explain to you what these other 2 buttons do as well, or what they don't do. And then we'll take some of this packaging off. They've just got a couple ties on here. Okay, so here is the controller right here. You'll need to loosen this with a Phillips screwdriver. Take off the back here, and you'll need 4 good batteries, 4 AA batteries. And I say make it good ones because you want to make sure this signal going from here to here is as strong as it can be. So let's make sure we're using new batteries. Get them going there in the right direction. Oops, they popped out on me. Get them going there. And then this cover just slides up. And then screw this guy down. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got our 2 batteries. These aren't charged yet. So we're gonna borrow one of our batteries from our other drone, the green one, and we'll stick it in just to get this guy up in the air. So again, the camera's here in the front and at the back of the drone. All you do is slide that battery right on in, and then it kind of snaps into place there. So you wanna gently but sort of firmly pop it in there, and it really comes out to be a really nice tight unit here. So I'm gonna put this down like this and move a couple things out of the way here. And if you've watched our other videos, by the way, do that because you'll see a whole bunch of flying in those other ones. And our expert 8-year-old shows us how to fly it and do these different things. But some of you left in the comments and asked us to go a little bit slower on the basic instructions on this guy. So what the buttons do, how to get it up in the air, how to get it back down, and how to do those flips. So we're gonna show you all the different buttons on this remote control to start. So we've got our guy over here and over here, and this is our turning it on and off. And by the way, we'll go into all these and we'll show you how it works. But here's what's a little confusing is there's 2 buttons over here on the right side, and our expert will tell us about those. And there's 2 more buttons over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you these do absolutely nothing. So even the instructions we double checked, the buttons on the left don't do anything. So if you're wondering what they do, well, there you go. So these 2 are very important though. So let's get to it. So again, this has not even...
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it and wait till you hear that flashing.
Okay, so there's the on button there.
And then we're gonna take the remote, click it. When you hear the remote, that means it's connected. Once you see these flash, that means the drone can see it, well not see it, but connect to it, and it knows where the remote is. So we'll put that there.
All right, now I noticed that the green lights and the red lights, you don't have any of them coming back towards you, or is there a certain way that you want to start it?
So what we're gonna do, so you want to stop the blinking, so how we're gonna do that is you're gonna go up, down, and to stop the blinking. Now, you want to get it in a place where it has lots of room. So like maybe right here, but we have like down on the carpet.
Okay.
Is where we could put it.
No, tell me, let me back you up a step. When you did that up and that down and we heard that beep and now these lights are solid, I think is what that did is officially connected the remote control to the actual drone, just so we all understand exactly what took place there.
Antennas connect to them.
Right, okay. So we need a nice place to do there. And then before you go any further, can you kind of explain to us the different buttons on here and what they do?
Yes, so this button will just automatically make it fly up, and it'll just hover there till you tell it what to do with these controls.
So that's the button you press to automatically make it go up in the air?
So this button, and then this button makes it do the 3D flip. So what you're gonna do is you can choose. So you're gonna hold the button down, and with this trigger, you can make it do, so you're gonna hold it down while you do, like, you can do front flip, back flip, side flip, other side flip. The first time I got my drone, I was like, oh, so it says to go all the way around. But that's not it. You just go up for a front flip, back for a back flip, side for a side flip, and the other side for a side flip.
So just to double check and make sure we're on the same page, let me make sure I understand. This button right here is going to make it automatically take off on its own, nice and easy. And also when it's time to land, that same button will help it to land itself, right?
Land itself.
And then the flip button, which is this guy here, to make it do a flip, you want to push and hold that down. And then if you want a front flip go while you're holding that down, you go here. If you want a back flip, go here. If you want a side flip, you can either go to the left or right for the flip. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
And then this guy here, So this one, basically, once the drone's in the air, it either makes it go a little higher or a little lower. Oops.
Oh,
I turned it on there. Let's go ahead and...
Let's see. I'm not
Well,
quite
maybe we'll
sure.
go with it. So what I did by pushing that down button was it got the propellers up and going. So it's sort of warmed up now, and it's saying, okay, what do you want to do next?
So we can press this button and we'll automatically launch it.
So one thing nice about the hover buttons, and this is right out of the box, no calibration, nothing like that. Again, no controls. And his other drone definitely had a learning curve to it. So don't get me wrong, if you're a kid out there, you're not going to be able to open it up and just fly it like
Go
this.
ahead and try a 3D flip.
All right, let's try a flip.
So we're gonna do for now, so you wanna get it in an open space where it can't bonk into anything. You wanna get it like just in the middle of your room, and we'll do a front flip. So there we go, that's
Nice.
a front flip.
Okay, now I'm going to show the remote control. Can you do the same trick, and so we can just watch your fingers?
Yeah, so we'll do button and up.
Button and up, sweet. And try, how about a different one?
Well, let's try a back flip. And down, and then it does a black flip.
Nice.
And then why don't we try side flip? We'll go,
So button is going to be his middle finger on the right.
and side flip.
And side flip, excellent.
Other side flip.
All right, now I'm going to go up and you can do another flip or two.
Okay, so since you didn't see the back flip, we're going to do one right now. So we'll do, let's see here, back flip. There we go. Okay.
Alright. Oh, he's out of the room. Alright, can you bring it back in? Alright, he's bringing it back in. How about, can you land it right on this table that we took off from?
I'll try. So sometimes you can get it low, but if it's like high, if you press the land button, you can still kind of control it. So I'm going to do like a demonstration right here. So like if it's high, but you want to get it nice and low. And, ow. Ah. See here. Keep forgetting the wrong button.
No.
Yikes.
Almost. Okay, we're going to show you a couple more basic functions. So once you are landing this guy here, to turn off the propellers, what you're going to do is get both of the toggles and push them sort of down and inward. Let's give that a go. And you just kind of hold them like that, like you can see, and it'll turn them off. Let's go ahead and turn on the propellers. So just that left one, you just kind of push up on it. And again, to turn them off, you sort of push them diagonally down and toward each other. All right, one more time on. One more time off. Very cool. And friends, we've done a lot of the basic functions of this guy. There are some other things that you can do on there, so make sure you do read that manual and go through those instructions. But you can do everything from calibrate it so that if it's slightly moving to the left or right, you can actually calibrate it in to make sure this guy hovers just right, and all kinds of little tricks like that. And there's a few other functions on there as well, but we've gone over most of the basics. Hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, so one more thing we're going to show you is this clip right here is designed to hold your phone, and you can just clip this guy right in here, and then it holds your phone. It actually worked really well when we did have our phone hooked up to it. Again, we are not going to use it that way. We don't even put this guy on it at all. We're just going to use this again. I call it kind of remote control style because it reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd have remote control cars, and my son here has had a bunch of remote control cars too. But that's it as far as how we are using it. Can you hook it up to the phone or iPad? Yep. Did it work? Yes, it did. Are they great pictures and great videos? They are not, for sure. Is it really fun? Yeah, I mean, it's a different element of fun. But again, for us, this guy seems like a lot of fun to fly around. Now, we are flying it indoors. We've tried it outside twice. Both times it was a little bit windy, and right away we could tell that we were going to lose control of it, so we brought it back inside. So, all right, friends. Well, listen, we hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you have any other questions or problems you're having with these, put it in the comments and we will check it in like a week or so, and maybe we'll try to make a follow-up video for any of you having struggles with it. But again, if you haven't purchased this one yet, we strongly recommend this one, especially if you see yourself flying it indoors, if you kind of have higher ceilings, or maybe some space that you can get to, like a basketball court or something like that. I don't know. So if you have access to something like that, it seems like that would be ideal to fly it. As far as going outside, we haven't really been too successful yet, but we will let you know in a future video. We'll try it outside as well. All right, so I'm gonna let our expert flyer do a little flying for us as we exit this video. Give us a takeoff and maybe a couple flips here. Okay, let's watch. All right, there's the takeoff, so one button up. And there it goes.
So why don't we try side flip?
Side flip.
Now let's do the other way.
So cool. I wonder if while you're flying it, you can walk over and turn out the lights. Let's see what it looks like with those lights.
Wait, while I'm flying it?
Yeah, walk over and see if you can turn it off. That's one thing nice about this drone. It's just sort of hovers at a certain height once you get it to the height that you, well, have put it out with the remote control. Really, really cool. So look at the control here that we have. All right, let's try a couple flips with lights out.
Okay.
Can you do it? How cool is that?
So as you can see, now it is blinking.
Ah, so it's blinking. It's telling us.
Flips take a lot of power from the battery. So when it blinks like that and it's still in the air, it's telling you, I'm running out of power, please charge me.
All right.
Or you can just keep flying it, but then that's a danger because it'll land on its own even when you don't press the button.
So when it starts blinking, it's time to land it, and we will do just that. Hey friends, we hope you appreciate this video. Again, check out the description, learn more about this one, and if you want some fun, check out that link, give it a click, and purchase this guy. I think you'll like it. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.